Saint Mordecai back here again. So we had some, you know, bit of thunderstorms going on for just a moment, and I guess it tripped the power, which of course stopped the live stream. So we're back here to thank goodness for autosave. We're back here with Duncan, and we're gonna get this workout in like we were working on, and we'll see how it goes from here.
Anyway, today's activity is weights.
He gestures to the weights you've long since abandoned. They're still in decent condition, if a little dusty in places.
Nothing like a good lift. You can work your whole body out. Anybody can get a good burn going with weights, even if you're only lifting a couple pounds to start. It's a great place to start your fitness journey. There ain't no rules, no competition. All you need is yourself and a good attitude. So, ready to get started?
Gunk is so cheerful and confident, it's probably more work than it's worth to turn him down. You could, but do you really want to hurt his feelings?
Hell yeah, let's get it!
You lift weights for a while under Dunk's supervision. He ensures your form is always correct and that you're not lifting more than you can handle. He never pushes you too much. He only kindly encourages you when he sees you growing tired, or if he knows you have just a little bit more left in you. When he calls time, you sit down, sweatier and more exhausted than you've been in a while.
Yo, that was amazing, especially for a first session. You doing okay, buddy? That's great. Make sure you take it easy the rest of the day, okay? Resting up after hitting it hard is just as important. If you're sore tomorrow, which you probably will be, make sure you take care of yourself. Try soaking in a bath with Epsom salts, or use a heating pad. You can even try a massage if you got a massager or anything like that. And it might sound like the exact opposite of what you need, but trust me, keeping that body moving when you're sore only helps. If you lay around and feel sorry for yourself, it just gets worse. But I got something that'll help. Next time, we'll do some yoga. I mean, it'll make you sore too at first, but it'll help you with the rest of the stuff you do. Hell yeah! Love that attitude! See you at the yoga mat!
Lucinda Lavish stands in your way, her well-endowed body striking a luscious pose.
Tell me your desire. Oh, there are so many ways in which I'm the best. But who am I to tell you? Lucinda Laudable will give you the tour. Are you saying my name is a stretch? That people won't get it? Okay. Laudable means deserving of praise, which is exactly what I am. Thank you. I am by far the best looking dateable, and it's not even a competition. They spent the most time on me, on this fantastic body, on my incomparable composition. By comparing looks. Let's take a look at a typical dateable, shall we? Whoever the fuck this is, he only stands there like that the whole time. Whereas I can do all sorts of things with my arms and legs, you see. Okay, so I'm I'm a better friend than Daraya.
Wow, that is definitely not his name.
Look how interesting I am. Look! Oh no! Nameless guy can't talk! Nothing's wrong. He's just not as good as me. I'll have you know, I was recorded dead last because I required the most amount of work. It took 20 to make me so irresistible. This poor dude can't talk because his lines in my script weren't even written when he was recorded. My sexy as hell images have an extra feature that Dude Bro over here doesn't have. When I blink, it has more frames, making it more realistic. It's like I'm actually here with you, on a real date. I mean, yeah. That's my idea of a date. For these reasons, I award myself Best Cinematography, Lucinda Laudable. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Oh, good, bye! So, what do you think? Why? Because this side is annoying? Well, then maybe pick different next time.
Got the thermostat. Let's go to this guy again.
Ah, my faithful companion. Care to join me for another review? So, where should we go? Daisuke's sushi spot in the dining room is supposed to be pretty swanky. Freddy Yeti has an ice cream joint in the kitchen that's worth checking out.
You arrive at Freddy Yeti's new ice cream joint, the Yummy Yeti. It's a herky-jerky establishment, to say the least. The ice trays are slipping and sliding everywhere. The frozen peas and fruit have not yet been moved totally out of the way. And Freddy himself is hard at work trying to put together the last touches on his icy creations.
We have arrived.
Hey guys, great to see ya! I'll be right with you as soon as I finish mixing this. Dang strawberries won't blend.
What do you think? I agree. Rather charming. The sort of place I'd love to bring a date. I'll note this down.
Grab a seat, guys. Plop yourselves down in that there box of Haagen-Dazs bars.
I hope we won't be eating pre-packaged foods.
Not at all. Just part of the aesthetic.
I'm so glad you approve. I want you to enjoy yourself while we're out together. And I must say, Freddy, it really is a good idea.
Aw, shucks. You're making me feel all nice and cold inside.
Have you got menus?
Nope, but look at this.
Freddy points at a long bar of ice into which he's frozen the various flavor combinations. Strawberries, bananas, pieces of chocolate, vanilla beans. And beside each, he has painstakingly, if a bit sloppily, carved the names in ice.
Thanks, guys. Mitchell, you inspired the idea.
I'm touched.
Anyhow, we've got strawberry vanilla swirl, chocolate chill, coffee with cream, and classic vanilla. What'll it be?
You first, mon ami. So much about a person can be determined by their choice in ice cream flavors. Don't you think? Ooh, I dare say let's get a bit mixed up. I love a good dance of flavors.
Well, don't just leave me hanging. How is it? Oh, that makes me so happy.
Freddy, dare I say it, this is the most voluptuously iced cream I've ever had the pleasure, nay, the honor of tasting. Bravo, my friend. Bravissimo.
Well, guys, I've only got one more thing to offer. And that's my every day is Sunday.
That sounds interesting.
First, we've got the ice cream. Vanilla and brown butter caramel.
Consider me titillated.
Then comes the chocolate syrup, which has been heated. Next, we have a subtle glaze of butterscotch.
Oh, that sounds really good.
But we like it.
Some ground roasted almonds for a crunch. A bit of whipped cream. And last but not least,
Enough with the foreplay.
well, my friends, that's everything I had for you. I know it's a bit rough still, but I hope you had a good time. I'm not exactly a trained waiter.
Je suis d'accord. And I might say that your grasp of French grasps at my heart. Thank you again for having us on such short notice. Keep an eye out for my review. Very well now, human, we must be going.
Can you really date a hanger right now? Oh my goodness.
5 handsome himbos in colourful jumpsuits are flexing and chatting animatedly amongst themselves. When they notice you, they begin to buzz with excitement, all speaking in rapid-fire sequence.
Yo, check it! Quick, dudes, clean up the digs. We got company. Some real fine company, if you know what I'm saying. How's it hanging, homie? Word. Oh, that's facts, amigo. Well, what are you waiting for? slide on in here and take a load off. And, anything else you want to take off? Welcome to the Extremist Dojo in the Pad, the perfect place to sit back, chillax, and recharge your bats. Oh yeah! Fire! Right now, you're hanging with the wildest, dopest, gnarliest squad of bussin' athletes around, homie. The Hanks!
The Hanks. I was about to ask the exact same question. I was like, are they all named Hank?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We're the Hanks! Numbers are kick-ass!
The Hanks all stand in formation, each of them striking a unique pose as they introduce themselves. You get the distinct feeling they do this often.
I'm Hank number 1. I'm Hank number 2. I'm Hank number 3. I'm Hank number 4. And I'm Hank number 5. We're the Hanks! Brought to you by Red Bull. Cool! That's right! We're the wildest, most fearless, gnarliest squad of extreme athletes in the house! We base jump, we lava board, we cheese roll! If something's hot enough, we'll ride it all night long. We laugh in the face of danger. Even though we probably shouldn't. We've tasted the adrenaline of them all. Hank gliding. It's like hang gliding, but with us. We're the Hanks! Oh, we're way beyond junkies, hot stuff. It's legit insane, but no cap, we live here with you. We're Casa roomies, amigo. Right? Life's way more Gucci with friends. Or friends with benefits. That's why we partnered with Red Bull. Red Bull's our sponsor, brah! No, dude, it's a company that makes Red Bulls.
Well, that's simplistic enough.
For like cereal or soup or whatever. That's why we get so many free Red Bulls. Don't know exactly what to do with them all, but we'll figure it out. And they're not just a sponsor, they're our fam. They fuel our adventures. They provide our wicked gear, get our exploits killer exposure, and provide the best medical support when things get gnarly. let's be real. They do get gnarly. If by gnarly you mean dope AF. Gnarly just means awesome. Things are always awesome when you're hanging out with the Hanks. We high-key love it all, homie. Yup, a broski always prepares. You never know when a ripping thermal or base jump opportunity's gonna come your way. Yeah! It is! Speaking of which, we were just about to head out for a little Hank gliding. What do you think? Wanna come? Get high-key slaps, homie. You in? It's goated, brah! What do you say? It's all good. We get it. We just met. This stuff takes trust. Another day. Another adventure. If you change your mind, we'll be hanging out here, as per usual. But we'll probably only head out 4 more times this season, so don't miss out. Haha, so you're saying there's a chance? Thanks away!
That was very interesting. The Hanks, oh boy. I don't think I've done anything in this room yet.
The beautiful flapper you see before you stands in stark contrast to the strange music that plays when you turn on your record player. Where she seems sweet with an old-world sort of beauty, the music she plays is all kinds of wrong. It skips and goes from too fast to too slow. She dances to it all the same, swinging her arms and legs in time to the herky-jerky rhythm of some ancient record.
Well, don't just stand there like a wet blanket. You get a wiggle on. Let's see you dance. Pipe down and just dance already.
You give it your best shot, which seems to please her.
Now you're on the trolley. Exactly what I said. You're getting it.
Mercifully, she turns the music off.
Well, well, well. It's about time you came to see me. My name's Rainy. How you doing? I've been waiting for you to come over and see me sometime. You've been all over this house, but you never come my way. Of course, I still work. I might be an antique, but there's still plenty of life in this old record player. Well, anyway, it is so great to see a new face around here, even if your face ain't exactly new to me. Nobody ever seems to want to hang out anymore. I can't imagine why. I used to be the belle of the ball. Everyone was so happy to see me at a party. Now it's always just me and my records. The wrong speed? You spifflicated or something? It's just fine. Well, whatever. I'm gonna keep the party going here. Feel free to stick around, if you can keep up. Otherwise, you can beat it. This beat's for expert hoofers only.
Rainie's frenetic, high-pitched record is too much for most anyone to keep up with. You decide to check in with her another time.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the Casa Casanova. Do you see what I did there? That's wordplay, baby. Uh-huh. Just pretend this is all normal. Okay. You're out here dating all these appliances and shit. But, like, why? Not why are you dating them, like, why is this happening now? To you? Pretty lucky, then. So, like, where did the date viators come from? Like, what's the point of them? Who made them? And why? Tinfoil hat? Okay, this is some conspiracy shit. Your life is half political thriller, half harem anime. So, like, did you find out what your purpose is or whatever? Are you a top secret operative in the furniture dating war? Are you collecting data on people in love with their shower? Me too. Oh well, guess we can just make up our own theories. Or maybe just enjoy the furniture dates for now. Good. Might as well have fun. Well, this has been fun, but I have a meeting in 3 minutes, and I really want coffee first. So, gotta go fast. Bye.
Come and give me a little snuggle, lover.
The steaminess of your home appears to have increased suddenly. It must be because Lucinda Lavish stands before you now.
Steam me up, lover. Not convinced? Oh, you poor baby. Maybe I've only shown you one side of me. Maybe Lucinda Layered will show you some more.
I love that she keeps changing her name every time I say that. Instead of going with the most obvious answer of asking to do something horny with her.
Baby, everything is going deeper. I have one of the most complex pathways in this game. There are more types of Lucindas than anyone else. As long as there are words that begin with L, there will always be more layers to me. Exactly. That Lucinda is one of my very favorites, though she has no place here. And our conversations, they drip with care and emotion, with well-written options for you to choose. Like this one. And for each option is a well-crafted, meaningful response like this one. For this reason, I award myself Best Screenplay, Lucinda Laird. Oh, stop. No, me? Who? What? No, stop. Thank you. Tell me, do you agree? Perhaps one day you'll be smart enough to understand me. Until then.
Someone there? Wasn't expecting to see you here. The end table is where I like to go when I want to be all alone with my thoughts. The view here's pretty nice. Makes me feel real thoughtful. Oh, glad you understand. Came at the best time for a talk. Much as I like to be in here to think, sometimes it's tough. Betty is sweet as pie, but sometimes the table's got to think on his own. But Betty's company's a darn sight better for thinking than those dang Hanks. There's so god dang many of them, and they're always jumping, crashing around in that closet like 5 bulls on a trampoline. It's just too dang much. And then you got Benoit. Oak almighty, don't make me say it. You're, you know, one of them, intimate marital aids.
Abel looks like he'd rather talk about anything else. He lowers his voice like he's speaking of something truly scandalous.
Well, that one never stops talking about sex. Asking me if anyone's polishing my surfaces lately. They're telling me stories about their conquests. I'm an old-fashioned kind of table, dang it. That kind of talk's supposed to be private. Oh, but look at me. You came here to talk to me, not any of those guys. Let me get back to work.
Just wanting to save, just in case. There's power chips again.
Hello there, stranger. I'm Dina the Dresser. Need a helping hand?
Your mirror has done its job dutifully over the years, accurately reflecting your image back at you in good times and in bad. But today, there is no reflection for you to scrutinize. Only a long-haired beauty who looks at you like you're a work of art.
Oh, incredible.
Amir throws his arms out to stop you, gesturing to you to stay where you are.
No. Don't move. Step back into the light. Yes. Breathtaking. Look at you. Do you see how well I can frame your face from this angle? You are glowing. When you are accustomed to the extraordinary, even the extraordinary appears mundane. That is fine. You can guess. But I will know, and I am happy to show you again anytime you need. Yes, I am for reals. I am standing right here in front of you. Are you for reals? You come to me with any doubt about what I see so clearly. Your radiance. It is possible you are not for reals. I understand that. It can be difficult. But for you, tell me, what do you see that I do not see that makes this doubt recur for you? The sign of a busy mind. That fatigue you see speaks to your many accomplishments. Still, rest is vital for your health. Best to make some time for that, don't you think? Ah, but the spark has been lit. You'll see. We will just have to fan those flames until they're a great, big, beautiful rolling flame, won't we? Stop by any time. I'm happy to admire your beauty any day.
You see a slim, dainty gentleman in a well-tailored suit. He's absorbed in the ticking of a fancy pocket watch, but it's the feline ears on his head that most catch your attention. A tail sprouts from just above his backside, moving back and forth in time with the watch.
Tick, tick, tick. Do not taint the perfection of the clock with your disgusting imitation. Why have you come? I don't see interruption to meditations on the beauty of time on the schedule. Oh, well, I can certainly make time for that. Perhaps you do not know this, as so few are as attuned to time as I am. But punctuality is of the utmost importance. So if you wish to speak to me, you must make an appointment. If VIP stands for very intelligent and punctual, then yes, I am. If you wish to make my acquaintance properly, you will return with an appointment. Sweet heavenly hours, I was so busy reprimanding you, I forgot to introduce myself. Not that you didn't deserve it for breaking from the schedule, but it is no excuse. Timothy Timepiece, at your service. Timeliness. It most certainly does not. We should all be obsessed with the beauty and perfection of time. The safety of it, really. As long as one abides by the schedule, nothing can be out of place. You will abide by the schedule, won't you? Excellent. I thank you. I will see you at noon sharp, and we can speak then. Do not be early, do not be late, and do not try to see me at another time. If you do, catastrophe on timeliness. See you then, and not a moment before.
Come and give me a little snuggle, lover. Come and give me a little snuggle, lover.
Let's talk to... let's see, I haven't spoken to Maggie for a little bit.
Hello again, suspect. I'm hard at work on my current case. I've been hoping for a breakthrough. Sometimes I get so wrapped up that I start seeing everyone through the lens of a mystery. I am Maggie M. Glassbury at your service. Perhaps you've heard of me? I've acquired a modest reputation as a result of some of my previous work.
Maggie puts her hands on her hips, positively radiating pride.
Why, it was I who solved the mystery of the missing sock. A brief interview with the Stackables and a chat with Dirk was all it took to sort that case out. The sock was in the depths of Harper's hamper. I also cracked the caper of the self-generating dust rabbits. Static electricity. It causes particles to accumulate around pieces of hair. Your hair, to be exact. They form undisturbed, in-dead air pockets. That's why they hang out under the couch. It matched the evidence, and I ruled out every other possibility. By the power of deductive reasoning, I determined that you were, in fact, the culprit. I pride myself on that. Lately, I've been taxing my lens to the utmost on a very interesting case. I'm trying to get to the bottom of a mysterious love letter. It was delivered to Dorian last night. At approximately 2 a.m., an unknown suspect dropped off a letter for Dorian. Upon opening it, Dorian discovered that it carried clear romantic intent. That is to say, it was asking him out. It described how his protective yet gentle presence had won over the writer's heart. If interested, he was to write back as soon as possible. Here's the catch. The letter wasn't signed with a name, just a monogram. Though he might be hesitant to admit it, Dorian was quite taken by the letter. He isn't certain whether he wants to write back until he knows more. You would? I've never worked with anyone else before, but I think this could be good for the case. The case is pretty thin, but we've got a couple of clues. First of all, the paper the note was written on was somewhat interesting. Second, although the letter wasn't signed, it did have a single initial on it. Finally, I think Dorian might have a clue for us.
Hello there, you two.
Good to see you, Dorian. I've enlisted our friend here to help solve the case of the mystery letter.
Splendid idea.
Can you repeat what you said to me earlier? About the smell you noticed?
Right. Well, when I first opened the letter, I caught the faintest whiff of what I think was truffle. Strange, no? Good luck. Let me know if you happen to figure out who it was from. I'm not one for love, but I am one for truffles. And friendship.
What should we look at next? I have it here. Semi-transparent and very thin. It doesn't seem like ordinary paper at all.
She dips a corner of the paper into a small glass of water.
Look at that! It dissolved! What else should we try with the paper? Taste it? If you say so.
She carefully dabs a corner of the paper against her tongue.
How interesting. It's edible and tastes slightly starchy. What else should we try with the paper?
She focuses a magnifying glass on the paper for a few moments, stopping immediately when it begins to smoke and catch fire.
Yikes! It's definitely flammable. Does seem to burn slightly slower than normal paper, though. What else should we try with the paper?
She gives the paper a careful test snip.
Cuts just like normal. What else should we try with the paper? What should we look at next? A stylized letter M. Seems likely. What should we look at next? I've narrowed it down to 4 suspects. Penelope, Mitchell Lynn, Mateo Monta, and Freddie Yeti. Who do you think it was? Something doesn't quite add up there. Sorry, but I don't think that's right. Maybe you can help me on another case later on down the line. Thanks again for trying to help. It really was very sweet of you. I could see myself going with someone with poor detective skills like yourself. Perhaps we have complementary skills. I would be the daring detective, you the administrative sort. The pretty type, you know? I'd fancy that.
Let's see.
The most expensive character in the game blocks your path. It's Lucinda Lavish, beaming.
Oh boy, get her started again.
I'm all yours. You are? Well, of course you are. But I'm always happy to have another acolyte. Because I am Lucinda Legendary. It's a legendary one. This time, I wanted to show you that unequivocally I am the best. Let's bring up some contestants. There's this one. And this thing. And who could forget this piece of shit? These hopefuls have all been competing for your love. But in the end, there has to be one winner. Sure, you can date them all, and they may say they love you. But in the end, you can only have one luminary lover. The winner is me, Lucinda Legendary. For Best Foreign Language Short Form Documentary. This award is given to a short form documentary picture produced outside the United States with a predominantly non-English dialogue track. Exactly! That's how incredible I am! I won it anyway! Hopefully you enjoyed my enlightening discussions. Okay. I'm not going to acknowledge that.
What appears to be a dishwasher with arms, legs, and a disconcertingly cheerful face waves happily at you. You tap the Dateviators a few times, wondering if they've malfunctioned, but the mascot-like dishwasher before you doesn't waver or change.
Hello, and welcome to the Valdivian Dishwashing Experience. We offer an alarmingly clean output of all kinds of dishware, clothing, and such. My name is Dishy. I'm your dishwasher now.
Look at those shoes.
To get started, please connect me to your internet so I can get started knowing exactly what I need. I just need to know some basic information. Dishwashing habits, dishwashing preferences, past dishwashers owned, financial records, preferences on fruit flavors. For soap, of course. Records of finances. I just need to know some basic information. Dishwashing habits, dishwashing preferences, past dishwashers owned, financial records, preferences on fruit flavors. For soap, of course. That's completely fine. We can absolutely operate in offline mode. Would you like to wash dishes?
Dishy points to himself in a cartoonish gesture that suits his mascot-like appearance, but he quickly shakes off his surprise in favor of his usual veneer of professionalism.
Talking to me? I'm your dishwasher now. If you have questions, I can tell you about warranty, limits of liabilities, and flavors of soap I can dispense. Mine are unlimited. So, shall we get to the part where you connect me to the internet? Huh, not convinced. Is it my demeanor that is off-putting? My figure? Ah, I see. Valdivian knows about these concerns and complies with all federal and local regulations. We won't share any data without your consent. You could be sure of that. That's the reason why I'm continually asking you. And trust me, you're gonna want all the new features that our research teams will continue to roll out. Can't blame a device for trying. Catch you next time, hot stuff.
A handsome stranger with a model-esque beauty stands just a few feet away from you, posing with a hand in his hair, as though he were in the middle of shooting a perfume ad. The moment he lays eyes on you, he lights up, drinking you in with a warm smile and warmer gaze.
Ciao, beautiful. What are you doing? Ah, Amore, of course I'm talking about you. The contour of you, the shape. I would love nothing more than to paint you, or sculpt you. Anything to continue looking at you. Ah, but first, I must introduce myself. The music of courtship has its cadence, after all. I am the one and only Fabrizio. Amore.
Fabrizio the Cabinet. Oh my goodness.
Piacere di conoscerti. Now that we are introduced, we must get to know each other, eh? Let us begin with a simple question. Un aperitivo. Do you, and so much is contained within your answer, have a favorite flower? Ah, tessero bellissimo. Of course you do. A vibrant heart must have a love of nature. Picture it. I will try to guess what it is. I see. Amore, what a rich and colorful mind you have. It is a pleasure to me to be inside your eyes, seeing all your nooks and your crannies. Of course. I am sorry. Sometimes I am, how do you say, overzealous. There is time for crannies later. And nooks. I see red. No, not red. Oh, Amore, how specific you are. I do see red. And also I see orange, the color of sunset. I see blue, the color of the ocean at night, or the sadness at the bottom of your eyes. I see yellow and pink, the colors of the wings of the lefate, glimmering in the early morning light. Amore, so powerful is your mind, sending this vision to me, I can even smell this flower. It's a little spicy. It's earthy and yet light. Smell is such a powerful sense, Amore. It is the sense that goes most directly to our memories and our hearts. What a gift you give me, Amore, with this aroma. You are thinking your most favorite flower is Uccello di Paradiso, the bird of paradise. Oh, no? I have not guessed correctly. Amore, what can I say? I am so sensitive and so open. I must have picked up something in the air around you, and it has led me astray. This can mean only that I have not brought my full attention to you, and I have not truly focused on you. For that, I offer my humblest apologies. You are deserving of all of me, Amore, and I shall not fail again. I feel I should tell you also. It may look as though I have something of a hard exterior. I have heard before, though not from lovers, that I can sometimes appear closed.
Because you're a cabinet.
Let me assure you, nothing could be further from the truth. I am open. I take great pleasure in being so, open to the world, to experience. I am open to you, Amore. Will you grant me another gift? Will you share with me more about yourself? What do you love? What makes you cry? What inspires your passion? I love the big questions. I love the small questions. It is the finding out about each other, sharing your hearts that brings the spice and sweetness to life. Might I suggest that we savor these questions over dinner? Then we have a date. Bellissimo. La buona fortuna smiles on me today. I'll be counting the minutes. I will await your pleasure, Amore. Ciao to you for this moment, mia stella nuova. Where you go now, take with you the passion of Fabrizio.
All right, let's see here.
Valdivianites, it's David Most, your beloved CEO, with an important question. What do the following items have in common? Cellophane, eyeglasses, and bottled water. If you guessed they're all 15% off today, only on Valdivian.com, you'd be absolutely correct. But even more importantly, they're all transparent. As your leader, I value transparency above all else, especially when the board of directors changes the locks on my office. Message received, Ian. With that spirit in mind, I need to share some difficult news with you today. I have not been entirely candid regarding my lost sunglasses. Firstly, the lost item was thankfully not my sunglasses. My sunglasses were handcrafted in Italy by blind artisans, are inlaid with conflict diamonds, and are locked in my safety deposit box. No, the missing item in question is actually a Valdivian prototype. And even more importantly, it's the only existing prototype of the amazing new gadget we're planning to launch for the Q4 Blissmas season. Unfortunately, the engineer who invented the prototype was a disgruntled former employee who destroyed the schematics before disappearing himself. So, as you can see, it is imperative that the glasses are found as quickly as possible. To that end, and after discussing it with the board, we are now prepared to offer a handsome reward for their expedient return. A $50 gift card to Valdivian.com.
Oh, that is so trash of a prize.
It's me. Were you followed? Is this signal encrypted? It'll have to do. Listen, I've been giving more thought to our previous conversation about the ethical implications of transforming inanimate objects into humans, and I've come to a realization. It's honestly not up to us whether an object should become human. It's up to the object. And if an object expresses desire for personhood, who are we to deny them? I did discover one other interesting piece to all this. After analyzing the data, it appears that certain objects can only become human if the Dateviator user possesses the necessary personality traits. I'm not sure why. I theorize it's because certain character attributes emit an energy vibration on the same resonant frequency as the molecules of a particular inanimate object. But in all honesty, it's likely a mystery that science will never solve. That science will never solve. Regardless, I was able to discover which personality traits seem to resonate with each inanimate object, and I've uploaded that data into the Dateviators. I've labeled it Realization Recipes. You should be able to access those files now. I'm so sorry, but there's no time. Valdivian's goons were closing in, so I was forced to flee to a country in South America to avoid detection, and my cell carrier's overseas data plan is very limited. Seriously? 10 megabytes a day? I can barely send a GIF, what a joke! Remember, check the Dateviators for the Realization Recipes.
You met Abel at the end table in the bedroom, and he seemed a little uncomfortable about how sexually charged that location is. Might be worth another check in there. And it's funny, because I've tried like 3 times with that end table, and just no luck. You signed up for Lux's triple premium platinum package. You can't cancel, and none of the benefits seem very helpful. Lux's Instagram account appears to have been temporarily suspended. Doesn't look like you'll be getting your money back anytime soon. Yeah. You met Timothy Timepiece, a slim, dainty gentleman with cat ears and a tail. He's obsessed with clocks and punctuality. Go figure. He'd like you to return at noon sharp or else. Timothy is a cat-themed timepiece. He winds himself rather tightly, but his propriety is never in question. What cats have to do with clocks is beyond the scope of this data dex, but possibly by following his directions you will be able to find out. Likes timeliness, precision, schedules. Dislikes everything else. Felines. How are you gonna dislike felines but you're wearing cat hair? Okay. Mitchell Lynn. Last time you saw Mitchell, we went out to dine at Freddie Yeti's ice cream joint. Which is true, and he enjoyed himself. You've met Cabezio, a model-esque and passionate Italian beauty. He's eager to get to know you better. Come and see him soon for a date or just more conversation. Stylish and fit, a little rebellious with charm all his own and that killer smile, Cabezio is naturally flirtatious and often gets mistaken for a playboy, but that's not his game. He's here to enjoy existence with a laissez-faire approach. We live and laugh and revel in the good moments we have with each other. Sometimes he'll display a depth to him rooted in tradition and family. And if you don't hold on to those handles firmly, he just might sweep you off your feet. Likes Italy, imagination, romance. Dislikes urgency, reality, and France. Oh yeah, this guy was a mean one. Oh boy. You've met Stefan the Stove and his assistant, Mr. Cluckles. For Stefan, cooking is everything, and he's very busy. Come back a bit later. Stefan is a big burly stove who, despite his hard exterior, has a soft side hidden beneath those layers of muscle. If there's one thing that reigns supreme for Stefan, it is that food is the glue of the world. It brings everyone together from all walks of life, which instills a passion burning inside him. That passion makes him come off as fiery and overbearing sometimes. He is constantly bossing the kitchen around, not that anyone actually pays attention, so that everything runs like a well-oiled machine. However, behind that veritable wall of fire is a stove who simply wants to provide joy to all those around him. Likes cuisine, care, high standards. Dislikes insincerity. Top 2. You met Dishy, enthusiastic provider of the Valdivian dishwashing experience. He is very appliancey. He asked if that you connect him to the internet, but you refused. Yes, that's his real face. There's nothing more to be done about it at this time. Likes being helpful, being handy, being here for you. Dislikes constraints. You've met Amir, an abundantly complimentary beauty from the Middle East who is eager to offer you some support on your self-image. Stop by again soon for another boost of confidence. Amir is a true romantic. He's genuine, passionate, and open with his emotions. Sure, his affections can be overwhelming to anyone who isn't accustomed to his brand of radical honesty, and it's easy to mistake his flowery declarations for cheap pickup lines. But with Amir, what you see is truly what you get. He truly sees the beauty in everything he reflects, just as it is. He appreciates authenticity above all else and takes it as his personal mission to shatter inner perceptions of self-doubt in others. Likes self-reflection, himself, yourself. Dislikes graffiti and Bloody Mary. That's funny considering he's the mirror. That makes sense. Ugh, gosh. You've met Rainey, whose beauty stands in stark contrast to the bizarre and jerky music playing around her. She seems upset that nobody wants to be around her anymore, but her frenetic, high-pitched music is too much even for you. Poor Rainey, she seems to be going through a tough time, but what is there to do? At least in the meantime, you can enjoy the tunes together, however herky-jerky they might sound. Likes dancing, gabbing, swinging. Dislikes teetotalers. Not the teetotalers. You've met the Hanks, a team of 5 handsome dude bros in colorful jumpsuits who are total adrenaline junkies. Sponsored by Red Bull, they need to keep the wild stuff coming. They invited you to come Hank gliding with them. You weren't feeling it this time. Come see them next time for an adventure. If you're hankering for a harem of high-flying handsome hunks, then look no further than the Hanks. Sure, they're all different hangers individually, but they share the same passion for adventure and adrenaline that keeps them all moving forward to the next jump zone. You'd never dream of breaking up this polyamorous playdate, and if you're lucky, you just might end up in the center of their attention. Now, there's more to this, but it's not scrolling down. Hold on. There we go. Well, at least until the next epic low-pressure zone comes in, sponsored by Red Bull. Likes thermals, waves, the majestic dance between gravity, death, and freedom. Dislikes reading. Oh, this is what the realization recipe is. Interesting. Okay. Dunk Shuttlecock. You lifted weights with Dunk. Meet him at the yoga mat for your next experience. You've met Duncan Dunk Shuttlecock, a lovable, absurdly muscular dude who has clearly never struggled to maintain an athletic routine. He'd love to meet you at the weight rack to get you in the flow of working out again. Score, it's Dunk. Stick around for the ride, and you'll be carried all the way to the goal line, and maybe into the stands. No bummers allowed. You took Tony's workshop on love. You'll be tested next time you see him. I gotta remember that. All these dang specs. Okay, Lucinda has been ridiculous. In a good way. In another display of bravado, Lucinda Legendary put on an award show for herself. She awarded herself with Best Foreign Language Short Form Documentary. Tried to tell her off, but she didn't listen. You met Lucinda Laird, who began to regale you with how well written she was. You were not convinced. You met Lucinda Laudable, who showed you how great her features were. You were not convinced. Like, I'm doing everything. It's just, like, what's the word that they use? Is it neg? Neg her, just negging her to death. Trying her to get to be deeper in conversation and whatnot. Oh my goodness. But I am going to log off after I I think I have one more person available. All right. See these rumors here. Oh, there's so many. Jeez. Oh, there's so many rumors. Okay. So there's a hamper. And then there's weren't there dust bunnies? Wait, which one is this supposed to be? Okay, we're gonna try one thing. Let me save first and see if this works. I don't know if it's a timely thing or if it's because I've gone to this dang night table like numerous times and it will not let me access it. So I don't know if it has to be nighttime for me to access Benoit. I don't know. Because this is legit the dang night table. Okay? Am I just gonna get Abel again?
Abel looks much shinier.
Yep, just getting Abel every time.
When he sees you walk up, he starts, almost looking as if he wants to flee. But there's nowhere for him to go.
Consarn it. Why have you come to see me now?
Oh, you should have seen him. He was an absolute animal last night.
Beg your pardon?
Oh, but the fun didn't stop there. You're just in time. This sexual demon was just about to treat us to an intimate act so ambitious and depraved it requires him to coat himself in lube from head to toe.
Oh my god.
Tarnation, Benoit!
I'm sorry, I was just cleaning up after a date. But I'm still a little sore. I was trying to screw the cap back on.
Next thing you know, I'm being baptized in this vile liquid.
Oh dear.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a good and safe time, Abel. Besides, it's water soluble. You just need a good shower. Well, if bubblegum's not your thing, I've got grape, strawberry, unscented. This was just an unfortunate and sexy accident.
Ain't nothing arousing about it.
Isn't he adorable when he's all wet and distressed?
I ain't in distress. Now leave me be, you miserable rascal.
Oh, but it's so fun seeing you like this.
Poor Abel.
Come on, get.
Fine, party pooper. I'm gonna call River. She'll take care of this.
Don't you bring nobody else into this.
Abel exhales, pinching the bridge of his nose between his fingers.
You know, a little mess is part of the job from time to time. And I get that, but this? Sometimes a table's principles are tested. But everyone deserves support, and it ain't for me to judge no one in this house. Not even Benoit. Sure ain't. I guess I have a hard time seeing someone flit about as free as a bird like that. It ain't something I can relate to. Ain't no worries in that battery-powered head of theirs, no matter how modern and casual they keep things. It ain't really something an old-fashioned table like me can understand. Then something like this happens and they ain't bothered about nothing, even when they did cause trouble for somebody else. It just ain't nothing I can understand. Like what? How to soak your friends in unmentionable liquids? Ah, I'm sorry. It ain't fair of me to pop off on you like that. It's just, I smell like bubble gum, and I'm slippery as a grease pig in an ice rink.
River enters without Benoit. They wisely seem to have realized they'd be better off letting her handle this on her own. She doesn't even speak to either of you. She just breezes in and out, soaking Abel in water instead of bubblegum lube.
Oh, tarnation!
You're welcome.
Abel manages to look more miserable than he had before.
No, now don't you go pitying me. That's the only thing that could make this worse. I ain't covered in that stuff no more, but I gotta deal with this now. Oh, well, I hate to impose, but if you wouldn't mind...
A man with glorious abs and a very fluffy wardrobe strides into the room, all business, and looking only at Abel. He's holding a cute towel in the shape of a bunny.
Heard there was a mess that needs cleaning up. Here to do my job.
Actually, we got it. No need to trouble yourself, Tyrell.
Tyrell frowns.
So I can't even clean up messes anymore? Tyrell's not even good enough for a mess, is that it?
You reach out for the bunny-shaped towel, and Tyrell looks back and forth between the two of you.
You better be gentle.
Under Tyrell's watching eye, you gently and carefully mop the water from Abel's body. Abel seems intensely embarrassed, but he holds still and endures this cleanup without complaint. If not for Tyrell's presence here, this moment would feel spectacularly intimate. But as it is, you feel his gaze upon the two of you, motivating you to get through it faster. When you finish, Tyrell takes the wet towel from you, cradling it in his arms as he walks out the door, speaking soothingly to it in a quiet voice.
Well, that was something. I thought I was about to smell like bubblegum for the rest of the month.
He shudders.
Ain't even gonna think about what else might have happened if I never got that stuff off of me. Exactly. I don't want to think about any of that. You really helped me out of a tight spot. And I ain't the kind of guy who likes to rely on others. I just don't like being in the spotlight, especially not for nothing like that. But sometimes the table's got to rely on somebody else. And I guess if it's you, maybe it ain't so bad. I see that. I really do. And, well, I appreciate it. Just glad to have that bubblegum nightmare over with. Well, now that's all over, I got work I need to get back to. You take care now.
See, so like every time I do try to get into the drawer of this, it's always Abel. But that's another thing. Really quick, let's see the data decks real quick with Abel. And got Abel at the end table in the bedroom, and he's not that one. Last time you saw Abel, he'd gotten some liquid spilled on him by Benoit. Thankfully, with River and Tyrell's help, you were able to get it taken care of. There you go. Alright. Well, I'm going to save here, and I'm going to end the stream here as well, because it is time for me to get some dinner in my body. I may stream a little later today or early in the morning tomorrow. Not sure yet. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more episodes of Date Everything. I appreciate everyone watching me play this crazy, quirky game. There are still so many characters to unlock so many more scenarios to happen. But I hope everyone has a good day and take care. And again, thank you for watching. St. Mordecai out. Happy gaming, everybody.